Let's see if we're staying alive. Otherwise, it's a sign. Yeah, let's see how long I can stay back. I don't know why it's sometimes dropping. And if it drops again, then maybe it's time to call it a day, because I've been streaming for a few hours, 4 or 5 hours now in total. Let's see here. Let's rerun this and see. Is it still gonna be fast? Line wrap works. Interesting. It's line wrapping after, not, and it's jumping too, strangely, for large files. If I'm quick in scrolling, because it's rendering it kind of almost. But I think that's a side effect we're going to take in favor of speed. Look how fast it goes. This one takes longer. But that's all. This one takes a moment. If I go back here, still takes a moment. How about this one? This one, that one. That one was always a problem. This one sometimes. Okay, cool, I'm fine. Starlink or landline? It's, yeah, landline and Wi-Fi. I know, my router is in the living room and I'll have to pull a long cable. I think I'm gone again, right? At least X says I'm gone again. Okay, Twitch still works until it doesn't. Okay, this is an awesome improvement. We're going to keep that. Let me see here. Scroll view, VStack. Swift source text view. Yeah, still on Twitch. Hopefully also on YouTube. Introduce Swift source text view. It's this one. Okay. Looks and works great. Thanks. Just one question, comma. Why is it if I scroll, it seems like it's dynamically loading the content? So the scroll bar is basically hitting the end at the bottom and then jumps up a little bit as the more content is loaded from that file. Period. Answer in chat. Allows non-continuous layout. True, AppKit lays out large text and chunks for performance. So while you scroll, it initially thinks the document is shorter, then computes more layout. So yes, it can feel like dynamic loading, but it's actually deferred layout, not file rereading. If you want stable scrolling, no jump, the trade-off fix is... Okay, this forces... Can we try that? Want to test the performance of that real quick. Might revert. We'll let you know. What does Martin say? Martin says This is what peak agentic development looks like, whether you like it or not. You have your chat with your AI, you have your changes, and you have your files, and modified down here. Activity, tasks. Interesting. Yeah, pretty much. This is a good way to actually change, switch between. No, he's building Commander, right? I'm building my own stuff, and then there's Codex Monitor too. I don't know what this one means. Maybe Open Finder or whatever. But this is actually, I can put the Claude and Codex selection down here instead. Would that make sense? Maybe. Make it small and put it down there. Get more real estate up here. Claude now has preview pane in their app. Claude has a macOS app. Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense to go this direction. That's why I'm building that thing here, because this is how I use AI. And I built this thing before Codex came out, like the Codex app. Just like at the same time that Codex Monitor and Margin's Commander was built. Let's see here. Let me rerun and see if the performance is still good. So I'm selecting that guy. Okay, I can scroll all the way down. What is rerun? Bam. Okay, the good thing is it's reflowing upon release. I think that's good. Oh no, look, it's actually reflowing. That's also nice. It is still smooth. How about if I switch over here and back to here? Yeah, that's way faster than it was before. Oh, it's still dynamically loading. What the heck? Look down here. Wait a sec. Wait a second. What if I do this? And then? No, it's loading the whole thing. Was I just imagining things? Maybe I was imagining things. Huge markdown file. Takes a second to load, but not too bad. Not too bad. This is great. See, it reflows. See, it reflows after release, but then sometimes it does do it as you are moving it, no? Earlier you saw it too, right? See, this one. Now it does it. It works. Whatever. Do you think AI will replace iOS developers in the future? I was planning to learn iOS development as well. Really hard to tell, to be honest. Really hard to tell. I feel like yeah, it's really hard to tell because AI becomes so much better, so quick. Like Rourke, the app, just said, "Oh, what is it? Rourke app build real mobile apps fast." And they say introducing Rourke Max, the most powerful AI that can, just with one shot, native apps for iOS. This one prompt, done. That's crazy. That's already happening right now. We are only in February of 2026. We're just at the beginning. OpenAI or Anthropic just started now to use their AI to train their AI. They didn't do that before. Before it was always humans training AI. So now they can use AI. It's good enough to train AI to make it better. So it's just gonna get better. So I'm not sure where development is gonna go, but and I don't know how fast. It's really hard to predict. I think it's a sad state for anybody who's just learning to code, because it could be that you learn to code, you should know to code in order to direct AI, because AI is still producing slop, still not producing good code. Thanks for the subscription, Liu. Thanks for the subscription. I'll actually follow. I don't know, I didn't catch it, sorry. I was saying it could go two directions. For example, I use Codex right now, and it still produces imperformant code and structure that's not how I would write my code, right? So I have to know my code in order to direct it in the right direction and say, hey, how about we make these improvements, and how about we restructure the project like this, so in the future it can maintain it better as well. For that, you need to know code. You need to know even the intrinsics of Swift. Just solely relying on AI is not working today. I don't know where it's going to be in the future. Maybe the job is going to shift from iOS developer to iOS AI director. You know what I mean? Directing AI. And then you're supposed to output 1.5 or 2.0 as much as a normal iOS developer does. Yeah. Maybe there's going to be less people in the field who know the craft, and more people in the field who don't know the craft. They just know how to direct AI properly, problem solve without knowing to code. I have no answer, to be honest. Sorry. It's so uncertain. That's why I'm trying to build as many projects right now as possible. I'm just I have an idea, I build it. I buy a domain, I publish it, and move on to the next one. And just use AI. So I'm on the wave. I want to see where it's going. I want to use it and be part of the development, and wherever it lands, I'll be there too. And I can recommend you do the same thing actually. Right now, maybe. Some people say you should read the code, but honestly, it takes so much time to learn this, to understand it as well. And it might be irrelevant in a year. Very possible. So right now it feels like, your time is better spent in building things, trying to make money out of it, to gain experience as you ride the wave of AI. And then wherever it leads to, you're going to be right there. Somebody's saying, hey, we need someone who knows how to use this to do this. And you're like, I've been there all along. How about me? This job position sounds like this is exactly what I'm doing. It's not software engineering. It's not building apps. It's just whatever it is that is going, whatever it is in 6 or 12 months. But I also think because of AI, there could be a branching happening as well. Let me see. A branching happening where everything is going to be so saturated with AI apps and games, and you can feel it, and people are going to play it and use it for sure. But there's going to be a distinction between quality, like we have today. We have AAA games, and then we have whatever the middle ground is, and then we have indie games, right? I'm saying whatever because indie games feel very handcrafted, and AAA games feel very polished and like people know what they're doing, right? So both are very fun, and the in the middle games are kind of like hit or miss. And so I feel like a lot of in the middle games are going to happen, and a lot of in the middle apps are going to happen because of AI. But AI is not able to craft, not at this point at least, to put in this kind of like feeling, like when you play something you feel like that feels off, let me tweak it so it feels right. I don't know if AI can do that. How does AI determine this feels off, right? It's not a human. It cannot just like understand based on our life experience, how we experience the world, that we expect some kind of reference subconsciously in our games, and based on that we can tweak it. So maybe there's going to be a branching of, you can sure not know how to code and produce like a mid-tier game or app, or know how to code and then you can do a highly customized or highly polished app or game, and people will want to play that. They will be like, damn, So, where was I at? This one. Why is this one redundant? Scroll view. Let error message. Error message. Huh. Thanks for detailed information. Which iOS development courses do you recommend? Please suggest the most effective courses. Sounds like an AI prompt, dude. I don't know. I haven't checked out iOS courses in like years. You know, and the last time I did an iOS course was like 10 years ago for game development from Udemy or so. But sorry, yeah, I guess hacking with Swift. Ben is right. 100 days of Swift UI. Paul Hudson. Idea will be more important than execution. If something works and takes off, people will build their knowledge skill as they do not want to lose the income. Idea will be more important than execution. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that's gonna happen. Where are we at here? This is text. This guy. Let me imply something. Any redundancy we can optimize with here. Look at that redundancy. That scroll view and that scroll view. It's exactly the same, no? Actually, no. Text selection enabled. Yes, the main redundancy is duplicated scroll view, vstack, padding structure, and error. Yeah, keep Swift branch as is. Merge error plain text into one shared scroll view container, switch only the inner text content styles. Minor cleanup, replace 3 padding lines with 1 padding 24. Horizontal top, yeah, that's 2. That gives the same behavior. Let's try it. Let's see. See, that's what I mean. If you know how to code, then you would see that and think, that doesn't seem like a good way of coding stuff, like duplicating things. So you can, AI did that. If you don't know how to code, then you would probably not spot that. And now you tell AI, do you see any redundancy here? Implying, hey, there is a redundancy. So now it optimized it. Now this is using either error code or the actual text. And so now if we rerun, it should still work as proper as it did before. There, this is normal text, I think. And then markdown, and then Swift code. And wrapping. Okay, cool. Nice, we can push that. Which is the best for beginning, UIKit or Swift UI? I would not bother with UIKit anymore. I like UIKit better, but it's just outdated. Improved file rendering by 10x. Is it 10x? I don't know, but it's definitely telling me it's improved a lot. So where are we here? Comment now uses, okay. We did that. All right, this looks completely like way better than it did before. Nice. Alrighty. Your voice is so slow. Thank you. I guess. Are you being sarcastic? Because I feel like sometimes I talk too fast. And I should slow down to enunciate properly. February 25th. first. Let me try, see if there's anything going on that we can do today. 1 p.m. This one already ends. Maybe tomorrow? Events tomorrow. Yeah, look at this. 1 p.m. Pioneer Square. Oh, the good stuff. Okay, that's good. That's good. If you want the scrolling to be better, I would split the view up line by line like a code editor to get better scroll performance. And read Markdown, we must never speak fast. No, I can't hear you. I'm not using earphones. Oh, you mean like low? My voice is so low, not slow. Maybe, am I too quiet? Let me see. Let me check. Yeah. Hey, where's my QuickTime player? And then over here. It is always low, likely your mic. I have volume always at 100%. Really? Okay. Because if I do, I can bump it up for sure. If I do 100% here, okay, let me bump it up. Let me do my mic up to by 6, but then also background music by 6. Let me see now. Is that any better, or should it be even more? Okay. Let me know. I still have some room to bump it up, I think. So which kid? Let me actually, now that I push this one, let me quit that view. We can stop that guy. See, now I'm gonna release a new version. Archive. This one can be minimized. And then we distribute. And then we can wait on that one. This is gonna take 5 minutes or so. But I have this nice little script that I wrote with the help of AI, and it's going to notarize and sign my app so that I can distribute it. Let me do the back end. Projects, read Markdown backend, public downloads here. Once the organizer is done, wherever it was, where was it? I put it down here. Okay. Let me move it up here. Once it's done, I can export it, like just sign it, put it in here, and then push. So everybody can, including you guys, can download the latest version of Read Markdown. What are you guys working on right now? What is everyone else working on right now? Mac App Signer. Processing. See, ready. Export. Desktop. Let's export it into Mac App Signer in here. Now it's there. Now I can just say sign and notarize. Now it's gonna do that to this file and create a DMG, and once it's done, waiting for processing to complete. Current status in progress. CMS Kit is just a weekend project. My new one is Swiftly AI Kit, but still a few weeks out. Swiftly AI Kit, what is it for? What would I use it for? I'm curious. CMS Kit as a weekend project is crazy. Seems like a huge project to be a weekend project. And success. It worked. So now I can just replace it and just say Read Markdown backend, add the latest file, updated app, push it, and it's gonna auto deploy and make it available for everybody to download in like 5 minutes from the website. And then it will include the file tree and everything, the optimization and all that stuff. You can just get it from here. Right now, if you download it, then you will see, where's that located? Oh, here. Yeah. I can download that one. Clear. Yeah. This version right now, if you open it, it says you have to select the markdown file. It still has markdown files. It's a little bit slow too to load. But at least it already has Claude and Codex support, and in 5 minutes you will have the latest version there. Nice. Let's check it out, Ben. Copy. Build AI apps faster. One unified API for 8 AI providers. Ship with managed billing, usage tracking, and real-time analytics out of the box. Messages, response. The user messages, that one to the API. This one is Claude. I'm curious why you say Anthropic. I guess you said you're using the company's name. Everything you need to ship. you build this with AI as well? How did you do the React Native stuff? Is it all just JavaScript? But it's a solid website. This looks really good. I like that. That looks really good. Do you have any customers for it already? Note, I still need to update the website. I already have more features. Yeah, nice. Pricing, I guess I don't know what the correct pricing would be, but nicely done. Yeah, what kind of docs do you use here? Because I would like to introduce myself to some kind of documentation system. How easy is it to add docs like that? Installation, oh, it's this one, right? It's just jumping on top. Installation is just like on top here. Okay, let's see. Dashboard, Roku. Let's see. Still not released because API dev gets Swiftly AI. It's a dev environment. I didn't even pay attention there. Still deploying. Okay, we won't need that. And once, because I have read Markdown as well, once it's deployed, I'm going to download it myself. Because right now, if I launch my read Markdown, it's still the old version that I have installed. But I want my new version too, with the file tree. So much better. Choose project instead of choose file. Then I'll have to update this screen yet again. Oh well. Let's check out X in the meantime while this is deploying. What do we have here, Josh? I have a bunch of skills and documents. Yeah, how do you prevent Codex from using non-Linux supported features in Swift? Oh, not for that. I didn't run into issues like that. You know why? Because you're asking for using non-Linux supported. I'm never on Linux. Actually, for Vapor, I've built some backend stuff, and it didn't introduce any Swift code that was not Linux supported so far. I don't know, maybe I got lucky, or maybe it just reads the code base and I say, hey, we'll do it the way Vapor would do it. And there was no classes or helpers I needed to write that would maybe be Swift features that are not supported for Linux. Oh yeah, here, Commander app. Claude Mac app works fine for me. That's basically built to ship with open code. That's Marchand's version. I'm actually seriously considering renaming mine from Read Markdown, like keeping Read Markdown and just throwing everything out that's not reading Markdown, just leaving that there and introducing a new website to have an AI builder. That read markdown currently is, it's kind of misleading, right? Someone's like, hey, I want to read markdown files, and then he gets like a full-fledged AI system. It's like, that doesn't make sense, right? Plan, code, review, and release in one AI coding workspace designed for clarity, control, and momentum. Download free beta for Mac. I haven't even tried it. I didn't even try Codex either. Codex Monitor. I tried Codex. I still have Codex installed, but I think it's, I don't know. It's a lot here. Uncommitted changes. You got your split view here. Very nice. It doesn't feel native. Very similar to, yeah, here, this sidebar is not native either. Now, actually, maybe it is native, but it looks weird. Similar to Commander AI, a little bit. Right, with the buttons up there, but good design choices, I would say. Supported agents, open code. Yeah, I want to support open code too. Claude and Codex is supported already. Open code comes next. Look, it's done now. Now I can download the latest. Let's see. Downloading. And then replacing. And now if I load this, yep, it's the latest one. Awesome. Oh, did I not introduce it with the new API that has... Oh no, it is super smooth here, but not for large readmes. Yeah, maybe for large readmes it still needs to re-render it. I wonder if there is a way of do the same trick for Markdown view. I could do the same thing. Hey, so I had performance issues for Swift files, and it's fixed now by using some kind of, I think, AppKit based text view. Comma, question, comma, are we using the same approach for Markdown files, or are we still using Swift UI? Because it's kind of laggy. Issue for Swift files, and it's fixed now by using some kind of, I think, app kit based text view. Question, are we using the same approach for Markdown files? Answer in chat. You have, I mean, Vapor deployed on Heroku. Yeah, I had it use core graphics. Oh, interesting. No, I didn't run into any issues. What did you need? What is it that you needed core graphics for? Or why did Codex think it needed core graphics? For Markdown files, it's still the Swift path, not the AppKit in its text. Okay. So yes, if Markdown still feels like it could be on the Swift UI Markdown renderer, not the any way to use the AppKit approach without changing functionality of the view, only improving performance. Let's see here. Swiftly PDF Kit. A pure Swift PDF generation library with a declarative DSL. Okay. Pixel perfect PDFs using SwiftUI inspired syntax. Oh, didn't you? I wonder if I saw some tweets about it. I wonder if you posted any tweets about formatting. Weren't you formatting or creating invoices with different formats? Or was that someone else? Let me see. Yes, mostly you can switch the markdown body to an AppKit based and a scroll view plus and a text view and keep the same UX. Read only, selectable text, same padding inset, same syntax highlighting, code blocks, link clicking. The visible functionality can stay effectively the same while performance improves for large files. Caveat. Styling is possible but not automatic. You'll need to map heading, code, list, styles into attribute, text attributes, behavior can match. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, nice. All right, it's working on the code base. Let's see if that's gonna improve. Native, what is that? What is it? Automate admin, focus and growth. Stop fighting rigid. I don't know what ERPs means. That's a CRM system. Cannot see the pictures big. Why not? View in Mac App Store. Is that the reason why? Like QuickBooks on steroids. Is that basically like invoice system? Well, you got some good reviews. Not here, but here someone said nice. Oh, that was yourself. Probably, was it you and a friend? At least something. That's how you do it. Let's see here. We can stop that. Your co-founder. Yeah, makes sense. I figured. Let's see here. It did some changes now. Let's see if the... see, this one is missing some stuff. You know, I would do it myself here, just fix it, but then it gets confused. If I do it and then I ask it to do something else and it says, hey, I don't remember this code change, let me revert it, and then there's the bug again. That's why I'm letting Codex fixing it, so it remembers that we made this change. So it builds now. This is really bad. Whatever that is not proper. Yeah, Markdown doesn't render anymore properly. And then, okay. Markdown is not rendered properly anymore. See, that's why. We can just revert the changes. Make attributed string. I think I'll call it a day. I'll fix this by restoring proper Markdown rendering first using the previous Markdown UI path, then keep the AppKit experiment isolated so the app is correct. Again, I'm reloading the Swift guideline reference before patching. I'm now reverting the Markdown view wiring to the previous Markdown UI renderer, so formatting is correct again while keeping the AppKit files untouched for later iteration. Yeah, so we basically didn't do anything then. It renders again, but the big stuff is still slow. Okay, no optimizations made. Fair enough. We did a lot today. I can just leave it at that. I will call it a day. Spend some time with my girlfriend. And thanks for hanging out, Ben. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for sharing your projects. Good luck. Good luck at your CMS Kit weekend project. It sounds fun. I feel like you have a bunch of projects going and good websites too. I feel like I do need to optimize. This one works well, you see that? But the moment I have a big, well, this one might work well too. The moment I have a big Markdown file, it will lag when it needs to reflow. Not good. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. See you next time.